Restart. Yeah, unfortunately, this run is like super heavily dominated by early game RNG. Once you get into mid and late game, it's really consistent, but the early game is brutal. So the first mission, you go down into a basement and there are 3 groups of enemies that spawn. And those enemies can be 3 different colors, and all 3 colors have different amounts of health. There's like blue and green, which are the same, purple, which has more health, and then red, which has even more health than that. And within those, even in those colors, they have health ranges. So reds can have like 1,000 or 2,000 health, and anywhere in between there. So if you get unlucky, you can get like multiple reds and have all of those reds have a high amount of health. And when that happens, you just lose an insane amount of time. And then on the second mission, you gotta kill these 3 scissors, and the scissors can randomly block you. Or you can kill all 3 of them in one hit if you get really lucky. The one holding the key there, always red? Yeah, but you don't have to fight that guy. So it doesn't matter. So like, here's the basement. It's down here. Thankfully, it's not that bad. It's like whatever usually, but you can get really unlucky. These first guys are always the same, but they can have random health, and then yeah, these guys. So I got 1 purple, but he got a high health roll, so it's not that great. 2 purples. And this is okay. This is fine. 208's not bad. Love this car. And then like, okay, and the top floor is gonna have fixed enemy spawns, but they can also have random health ranges. Like that purple had really low health. But this red has a lot. Decent mission 1 though. Not too bad. $230 IGTs, pretty mellow. It's like, okay, we gotta run. But what about mission 2? Yeah, you're much more likely to get higher health rolls and harder enemies when you're on higher difficulties. So on normal, it's not too bad. On DMD, it's way worse. Like, way worse, but on normal, we're chilling. The nice thing about DMD though is it's not optimized at all. So even if you get the worst possible RNG, it's like no big deal. As long as you don't die, it's fine. This is honestly the first big run killer. The basement's not too bad. But this is where the memes occur. There's a trend in this game of enemies that the best strategy to kill them is to jump on their face and helm breaker, but they can randomly block you and it's not skill based at all. So we'll see. Maybe they're able to just let me step on them like they should, like good little subs, but I kind of doubt it. Come here. That was pretty good. Oh, I also should note that if you get hit in this mission, then the run is over because there's a ranking system in this game. that gives you more money depending on how well you place in the ranking. And so you need to no damage a lot of the missions to get the money that you need for buying stuff. So like, if one of those scissors came down and hit me after I killed them, then that'd be GG. Even if I had like a really good fight besides that. This is like a really good run. Because I got a good scissors and a decent basement. So I could use that money to buy upgrades and abilities and items. Obviously this is no items run, so I'm not going to be buying items. Just abilities. My stinger. Picked up the shotgun. His first real boss fight on this mission. But he also has randomness involved, because of course he does. Right at the start of the fight, there's like a cutscene. And you jump out of the cutscene and land behind him. But then, like, what he does is random. He can either just stand still, which is the best possible thing that can happen, and also the most likely, or he could turn around really quickly, which is basically instant GG. Or he could turn around slowly, which is more difficult, but can be saved. So we'll see what we get. They didn't do anything. That's perfect. Because if you double jump and attack his back, you do insane damage. And you could just kind of stun lock him to death. Not the best fight. I missed one of my swings, but whatever. So we're back to the Shadow Cats. 2 runs in a row. Let's go. This time I won't waste the DT. So we want that skewer attack on the first attack. Hopefully like instantly. Perfect. That was really good. So normally you try to go for no damage, but doing like that special kill where you jump on top of the skewer attack and then like critical hit him gives you a ton of orbs, a ton of money, and that actually offsets the difference from getting hit on the ranking system. So it gives you more orbs actually than if you were to do no damage. I just figured that out like a couple runs ago. Perfect RNG. Really good. I even golded that. That's pretty sick. Alright, now another Shadow Cat. We want that skewer like instantly. But this time we can't get hit because we need a special bonus. This gives us 2,000 orbs. Perfect. So if you get an insanely good rank, like a perfect score on all 3 of the factors, then you get a huge bonus called a special bonus, which gives you 2,000 orbs, which is like way more than you get normally on a rank. So you need to have like no damage, really good time, and a lot of orbs collected. This mission's super short and also has a really convenient orb cache that gives you just enough orbs. And it's, you know, since it's just the shadow, it's really easy to no damage, so get the special bonus. Really good. Now we have Vortex, which is a move that we can only use in Devil Trigger, but it makes you move really fast. And that is where a lot of the time save comes from, and no damage, or no items runs, because you can afford to buy it slightly earlier, and also you can have more resources for it. There's definitely some more RNG missions, but this one has that fight that I just reset on earlier, and that's like the biggest RNG thing that's left for a while. Just need this guy to not spam block me. If he doesn't spam block me, then we're chilling. I didn't have enough DT, so I might get a third cycle, which would be really bad. Now we're fine. Yeah. Not a great fight, not a bad fight. Okay, most of the RNG is done. We have a good run. What's up, GT Sigma? Yeah, so the 0 of 11 is like 11 different goals that I want to reach for this game. Getting a good time, and this is the first one. 3 of them are other speedrun world records, and then some of them are like special challenge runs and stuff. Like no damage, single segment on multiple different difficulties and stuff. I'd make a command, but my bot has not been working, so there's no point. Cool. This is not RNG, but it's difficult. This is the last Phantom boss fight. Need to make sure I do it well. And I did it perfectly. Let's go. Mid game, I have a ton of time saved, but there's also some RNG there. But this is a really good start. This is like where mid game starts, right here. So like there, if you do the fight properly, he will never get to attack at all. So it's not random. But the first fight, it's not his attack that's random, but he'll like turn, he'll always turn. But like how fast he turns is random. I have a bad vortex line. It's fine though. So you can either like instantly turn on the first fight and just completely dick you, or you can like slow turn and then you have to hit like a really hard jump to make sure you hit the hit. Because once you hit him with a critical hit on the back, he'll always start running in a straight line into a wall. And then you could just like repeat the critical hit over and over again to loop him. It only takes like 3 or 4 on normal to kill him. Of course I got hit there. That's so unlucky. It's gonna lose me the S rank on this mission, but that shouldn't be a big deal as long as I get some of the S ranks I need later. Breaking the glass is not slow. On DMD, like, having him break the glass is actually can be faster than doing the strat that I just did. If you get good luck. Well, I don't need to buy holy water to double stars, so I kind of need less money, but I also am buying a lot more abilities and a lot more purple orbs. Like, I'm gonna end up buying Kick 13 and Inferno and Meteor 1 and 2. And I'm gonna have like almost twice as many purple orbs. So I do need a good money route still. Trolling. I got insanely lucky, so the trolling didn't matter. I would really like to S rank here, so I'm hoping for no damage. S rank here would fix the mistake from the previous mission not getting an S rank. I should get it here. I didn't take any damage and I got the extra orbs and stuff. Yeah. Cool. Very good. And it was very fast. Dude, the grenades gun is actually hilariously busted in this game. People think that DMC2's guns are busted, bro. DMC1 guns are way more busted. Way more busted. Oh my god, I'm trolling. It's fine. Decent mission. Definitely could have been better, but it's all good. Ignore that pop-up you just saw. There is no underwater first-person section in this game. Just close your eyes. Ran about CS2. CS2 is great, man. I love CS2. People hate on it, but I think that people hate on CS2 just because they like hating on stuff. Every single time something new comes out, that's a video game, bro. Everyone just hates on it, even if it's fantastic. I swear, people just like hating on stuff. The people that hate on it too are like haven't even played the game. That's crazy. Like, I literally saw a comment thread on a TikTok the other day about CS2 where the person's like, well, I haven't even played it, but I know it's dog shit. You don't need to taste dog shit to know what dog shit tastes like. People just hating. But it's already better than CSGO was, in my opinion. I mean, obviously Premier is completely unplayable because the anti-cheat is dog shit. But like the core game, banger. Just play Face It. Oh, the run's over. Sick. What the hell happened? Why did he not do the thing? Land, motherfucker. If you land right now, maybe the run's not over. The run's over. God fucking damn it, dude. Literally, why? Oh, man. It's so cringe. That is so cringe, actually. No items is not using items. That's actually all there is to it. It's the same thing, but I don't use items. It's pretty self-explanatory. It doesn't really need a command. Don't use holy waters, no vital stars, double stars, untouchables, you know, items. Consumable items. It wasn't even RNG. There's a manip for that. I don't know why it failed. I just wasn't paying enough attention, I guess. Skill issue. Probably shot him one too many times. It's a classic. It's not even random though. That one's on me. The run's not over, but it was a good run, and now it's just whatever. I'll mix it up. After this, I'll probably go for normal, no items, no hit. I've already done it, basically. I did normal, no items, no hit before, but I got hit by the final boss 4 times. Like, 4 separate runs. The only thing I got hit by was the final boss. Ever went for all S ranks in a DMC game? Yeah, of course. My casual playthrough. All S ranks is easy. Like, most speedruns, 90% of the missions are S ranks anyways. But yeah, CS2 fucks. People that shit on it are just people that don't play the game. Really. Like, pros shit on it, but they shit on it in a way where it's like, yeah, it has a bunch of flaws, but we should fix them, and here's how to fix them, and like, please fix them. And then they fix them, and they're like, this is great, thank you. But the way that the majority of people shit on it is not that. Yeah, the problem with no damage in this game is that the final boss is literally just random. So you play the whole game without getting hit, and then you get there and you just pray you don't get hit. And that's the strat. Okay, I have to be careful about the angle I stinger out that door. I thought it was just a free auto stinger. Bro. Jesus. Get my ass beat in the quote retweets. No maps. I have not finished it yet. I did finish the Separate Ways no hit run, but I did not do DMC1 yet. This is another like super big RNG thing this boss can do. So the first phase is scripted, but then after the first phase, he has a bunch of RNG attacks he can do right here, and we're hoping for like all but one, really. Like there's like 2 attacks that are bad. This is the attack that's bad, of course. Classic. Any attack besides that would be fantastic. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. So definitely still save time. Probably won't gold though. Actually, it'll gold, I think. By like 1 or 2 seconds. Yeah. Not a great gold. That could probably be like another 10 seconds faster if I'm being honest. That's one of the biggest time save missions. Who cares, villager? No one's playing that shit. R4 remake coming to mobile, bro. Foggers. Who wants to play a video game on a phone? For real. Sounds like an awful experience. Like even a Switch is pushing it. That thing is like barely a video game machine. This is an iframing machine. Jesus. Big time save here too. About 17 seconds. I got the 1 cycle on this boss. In high school, I played the entirety of FF7 emulated on my phone when teachers weren't paying attention. See, but that's an RPG. That's not a video game. I can understand playing an RPG on your phone, but not an actual video game. One cycle. Like, bro, if you are controlling the game entirely through menus and you don't actually have direct control over your character, in my opinion, it's not a video game. It's like RPGs, there's not video games. But yeah, I mean, like, you can play. I played fucking Pokemon on my phone. Oh, huge gold in school and stuff, but. I never want to play like an actual video game like RE4 Remake or something. This does not sound fun at all. That was a big gold. That was a really big gold. I told you, mid-game sucks in my PB, man. Like no one wants to play Counter-Strike on their phone, you know what I'm saying? Like actual video games, like real video games. Like I'm not gonna want to play Devil May Cry on my phone. That sounds awful. Like terrible touchscreen controls and just running with a low frame rate, and yeah, this does not sound fun. Some people only have phones, and not everyone gets to play real video games. There's a Venn diagram there somewhere. Not quite, Shaw. I got pretty close. I am currently like level 9 on Face It, so I got like one more ring to go. It reminds me of when I got a PSP for my birthday one year when I was a little kid, and I just was so used to playing real games on the PS2. And I remember there was like a Need for Speed game on the PSP, and I'm like, oh man, I love Need for Speed. Let me play this. And then I popped it in, and I felt like I got robbed, bro. Shit was literally a scam. It looked awful, and it controlled like shit and ran at like 5 FPS. I'm like, how is this legal? How can they call this Need for Speed? This is literally not Need for Speed. This is a different bootleg Need for Speed game. It was like an official port though, but it's on a PSP, so it just was awful. And everything else on the PSP was like JRPGs and stuff, and I don't like RPGs, so I just never played on the PSP again, really. Every time I'd recognize a game that I played on an actual PS2, and I'm like, oh man, that's sick. And then I tried to play it on PSP, and it was just like a million times worse. Even God of War? Well, see, I never liked God of War because those games are ass. But probably. The only games that I was like, wow, actual video games that are ported well were on the Game Boy Advance, and they were Super Mario World and Super Mario World and A Link to the Past. Those GBA ports are really good, actually. Those are like some really, really solid mobile ports. 3D fully controllable games on mobile never work. You need to sink a lot more time in to get decent. Yeah, it's just because like you need actual feedback controls. You can't be using a touchscreen. It just doesn't work. And if you're plugging in a controller to your phone, you may as well just buy a Switch or something. I should have used Vortex to hit the button to save myself a second. Oh, not what I wanted to do. That should be fine though. This is gonna be slow. Yeah, really slow. Wow, I lost so much time there actually. Wrong part of the level, streamer. You're lost. Okay, that was really fast, but now I'm not gonna have DT to do Vortex. So I just have to do the bridge normally. Honestly, it might even be faster to just do that. Doing the bridge normally is not that slow, as long as you don't fall. And I got a really fast fight, so. Ideally, what I do there is after doing the Inferno the second time, switch back to Alistair and Stinger Grenade gun them to build my DT back to kill the final one. And then I Vortex this bridge instead of doing what I just did, but I should time it because it might actually be faster to just do that. It's not that much slower, surely. Getting like you can get a really fast kill on the nobodies. Yeah, see, I golded there by like a lot too, so it's probably faster to just do that. Good, one cycle. Good fight. No! God damn it. At this time, just don't fail Cosmo Climb and get your free PB. What's up, Peso? Yeah, a long time to see you. Hope you're doing good. How's the kid? He's 3 now? Holy fuck. That's crazy. Uh-oh. Okay, nice save. Nice save, but that's a time loss for sure. Talking real good. Looks like a lighter shade version of you. Let's go, bro. That's what's up. Yeah, that was almost really bad, but we good. We chilling. That's so unlucky, bro. This game is so bad, actually. Like, holy fuck. This game is dog shit, brother. I love RNG. It's so fun and skill-based. Oh, look, I got the same pattern again. That's crazy. The same super unlucky pattern. Whatever, this round was dog shit anyways, I don't care. All good. How does the pattern affect the strat? If you get a bad pattern, then you die. That's what happens. That's literally all there is to it. It's actually that simple. Like how? Because his attacks actually hit you and then you die. What's up, it's Celestial Body. When the boss hits you, it does damage, and then when your health bar is depleted to 0, you die. And then you have to do the boss fight again, which loses time. He does a bad attack, then he hits you and you die. He does a good attack, then he doesn't hit you and you don't die. Pretty straightforward. And with a death on Mundus, fiery. Yeah, that's because that's a dog shit boss and you can't see his attacks. It's a feature, not a bug. GG. Well, go next. That's so annoying.